The Valle Encantado, the Enchanted Valley, really lives up to its name. The road winds along the river, which meanders comfortably through the hills. Because of the many bends, you always have new, surprising views of the surrounding mountains. Since there is hardly any traffic, even the driver can lean back and simply enjoy the splendor. The junction to a small road that is supposed to bring us west comes far too quickly. And this route is also wonderfully situated. It is located in the Nahuel Huapi National Park on the Road of the Seven Lakes. We can hardly get enough of it. But since the road is now getting narrower, technically more exciting though, Peter has to concentrate a little more on the road again. But it doesn't get really tricky, even if the rocks sometimes hang over the road. The bridges are more thrilling, as they don't leave Gobi too much leeway on the left or right. But this bridge is for once very stable. The landscape is slowly changing. It becomes more wooded, narrower, and we still cross some rivers that feed the Traful lake. The small village of Villa Traful is roughly in the middle of this route. We are amazed that there are so many cars and people, but then it quickly becomes clear why. There is an equestrian competition.
Pero muy parejo, vamos Joaquín, vamos, perdió el sombrero, pero ahí lo vamos a levantar rápidamente, lo vuelve, sí señora, está buena la topada, córtele, ay, que va a estar parejón la cosa.
In contrast to the rodeo, this is about expertness. The riders have to ride around the barrels in the slalom. Only those who form a good team with the horse will win.
¿Ven? ¿Está bien? Olate, Rodolfo Ulloa, Eduardo Soto, Guerra Eduardo, Catún Lago, Evaristo Chamorro.
After the competitions, the riders stand in front of the judges' stand to greet the main referee. A few days later in San Martín de los Andes, we get into a completely different festival, the Noche del Arte. It takes place in summer, thus our winter, every 2 to 3 weeks. The local artists display their work on the street and various formations show their performance. Very colorful, loud, and definitely worth seeing. After so much culture, we are drawn back to nature. We drive in the Parque Nacional Lanín to the Lago Kinin. Ernstli can get out there again because the narrow streets of the national park are really not suitable for Globi. But you can hike here, bath in a warm spring and enjoy the beautiful forest paths. The locals even drive through these treks in their normal cars. We definitely wouldn't have dared to do that. But we feel safe with the quad since Ernstli also has a switchable 4-wheel drive. Really cool. The nice thing about this and other parks is really that they are very accessible and are therefore used by many locals as well. You just have to have the courage to move your family carriage through sometimes very exciting terrain. And I tell you, the Argentines are really brave in this regard. It was such a nice day, and we are back home already.